Hi, I'm Kathryn Clarke, and we're talking today about spirituality. Now, over time, we probably become more or less curious about death, dying, and the afterlife. When life is very busy, it's easy to forget. My father used to say, look, we're all on a banana peel when it comes to life and death, and nothing can change that. We, in a sense, my friends, regardless of faith or religious practice, will all encounter death someday. How should we think about that reality? That we are here temporarily and for a short time, even in the longest life. One thing we can all testify to is that life moves fast. It goes by quickly. It seems like we blink and there's an elderly person looking back at us from the mirror. Who is she, we ask? When did she show up, we wonder. It seems to me that the friendlier we can become with death and its reality, the better we can live. Many religious traditions include some contemplation of death each day. I'm a professed secular Franciscan, which means that I remain in the world. I'm married, for example, but I pledged many years ago to live in the tradition of St. Francis. For me, that spirituality developed further again, but the point is that before we could be professed, we had to do a will. Now, when first told this, it sounded like the opposite of what we were all about. We were about a way to live, not die, right? But our founder, St. Francis, viewed death as a friend. He viewed it as a kind reality that walked alongside him through his days. He did not see death as a threat to his joy. Rather, the reality of his death informed his moments in time. We all had to make a will so that we would feel St. Francis's same freedom. We were prepared to die at any time because our affairs were in order, and thus we could live more fully because we were unattached to life, as it were, and ready for whatever the day might bring. Padre Pio was also a Franciscan, a priest, who later became a saint. The monks there, where he lived, kept a skull in their hallway so that they could confront the reality of death every time they walked to their rooms. Is that morbid? Well, no, it's actually the opposite. They did not want a fear of death to distract them from the joy of life. They aimed to achieve that same friendliness with death that Francis evidenced. They took it so far, they were known to chase each other with the skull. Those boys, a mother might say. For us, where is this playfulness? How close or far away from it are we? Can we accept that separation from family or friends is temporary? Can we cultivate a better awareness that time with family and friends is not forever on earth? We definitely react with shock when death separates us, even when we expect it, right? It can really rock us. Is it sad? Yes. But that's not the point. The point of our focus should be on now, while we are alive. Our time with others is precious because it is limited. We may say about someone who has gone before us, I wish I had asked him or her one question, this one question I'd like answered. My friends, ask those questions today. Get the answers you desire, because we know for sure that we do not have people forever in terms of our lifetimes. But also know that no matter how many questions we ask the people we love, there will still be moments after they're gone where we wish we could talk to them again and where we feel like we didn't just quite get enough of them. Yes, truly, the people around us are very precious. Our moments with them are finite. In the words of that great United States Marine, my dad, we are all on a banana peel. He was the happiest, most industrious man I've ever met. He survived day one on Iwo Jima because he was a radio operator, he always said. He would say all his friends died there. Not some of them, all of them. Why did I survive, he used to wonder. After our mother died and left him with 8 children to raise, he said, the penny dropped and I understood. Okay, and while he often wondered if day one on Iwo Jima was in some ways easier than parenting 8 children alone, he never turned away from the reality that he could be taken at any moment. Thus, every moment had to be utilized to create the impressions he wanted to leave with us, his children. Money, business, finances, he kept it all in tight order because he said, who wants to inherit a mess? Was he morbid? No, he was one of the funniest, most philosophical men I've ever met to this day. And because we lost a mother so young, he didn't have to spell it out for us either. We too always understood in the healthiest possible way that we were all on a banana peel in terms of life. On some days that comforts us. When life is so hard, we think anything would be better. On other days, less suffering days, it makes us live more wisely and perhaps efficiently. My friends, let us live with the energy and joy of understanding that life is full of moments to be exploited for the sake of others and for the sake of joy. The people around us, we won't have them forever. That makes our moments important. If we can hold an awareness of that reality, well, that's a great way to live.